while since we saw Leona Nautilus as a standard. Sion, as we mentioned before, will be locked in the end. And a Gnar to answer. So Invincible should have a whale of a time if he's left isolated up in the top side. But Jinx Leona versus Aphelios Nautilus. While Jinx and Aphelios have been seeing a lot of daylight.
After that point, it's reset, but now Xiaohao has the angle.
Here we go, behind enemy lines, Invincible has to jump away. Shadow, the next target, is there comes Nico, and Harder finds himself first blood. Invincible wants to answer, but I don't think he can 1v3 this. The rest of the team is not coming, he's mega.
Into the game. So giving up Herald is not really what you want to do as anyone's legend if you can potentially help that, but
we don't see that traded for an AD carry getting 5 plates to the bottom side as Hale really
watch for the Maokai ult, there might be a fight here.
Photic's over the wall with red and white. This could be good for Photic if he can find the target. Zora the target for now. Moonlight Vigil. That'll be one for the Aphelios. In the meantime, Shadow walking away with his life. Doesn't have his ult available. Already used that one, and the rest of the team there for AL. Perhaps he needs to back off a little bit quicker to succeed. They've both shown big moments in their careers, but it's never been consistent, right? And I feel like
River, can they protect that position with Maokai ult? That's going to be the most important thing.
Remember, AL got the first Drake here, so this would only be one for NIP if they get it. Pull in onto Zora. He's down before the fight even begins here. The roots across the team as well, but here comes Xiaohao to turn it around, and in the meantime, Pop Blossom for Hardest alone. He's gone so deep for the Pop Blossom, but no follow-up from the team whatsoever. And that means a double kill for Photic as well as a Drake. And it will be answered with a tier 1 in the mid lane.
Okay, this is really awkward now for AL. They're looking for a big engage, trying to buck this plate.
Juo just stands and tanks him, flashes out. Giga Chad Juo right there. As Photic, what was that? Just Gale forces in, has to flash straight back out. iBoy is caught alone at Raptors for some reason, as Invincible flings them all back into the play. Zora flashes out. And it's an
thing for them to contend with, because what does this team do besides that? They can engage in mid lane is what they can try.
Yeah, Photic Gale forces out. Can he survive? No. Good pickup by Xiaohao and Arda. Now the re-engages, the roots come across the team. Angel's here and certainly has damage to work with. Zora goes down 1-for-1 now. But it's AD carry for support. But AL blinking health bar pick ultimately. Unfortunately, just kind of overcommitted to the play, and NIP able to trade evenly. So it didn't lead to anything. But
their 2 key targets. Need to take one of them off the board.
Oh, Zora. Whoa, that's what, 3 auto attacks, and Zora through his W nearly goes down. Angel has to flash. Cyclone is there. The Rocket as well. But he walks away with his life. And that's good enough. Shock Blast in to set up a shutdown. But in the meantime, Photic's been caught. Shadow with a big play on the backside alongside Harder here. And Invincible now trying to clean up. ZDZ goes down. iBoy still going strong though, but not for long. Oh, the flash at the last second. Angel
in that last mid lane play, it just wasn't quite enough to see things through. Maokai ult's been thrown again.
It's all kicked off. Invincible, the target, jumps over the wall, will go down. Good advantage for AL. Can they turn it into more? Shadow, the next target, as iBoy starting to get these resets going. That's 2. ZDZ can't be taken down by Photic, straight to the Baron.
It's the second act of the game. The Baron's alive. AL, like every other LPL team, knows that everything can turn around this Baron.
An attempt there. The Moonlight Vigil comes in. What is that damage? Angel arrives as well. It's 3v5, and NIP is somehow making it work. ZDZ will go down to Photic next, as Angel on the hunt here. Harder the target, and Angel goes in. One more auto would do the trick, and he finds it. Xiaohao now in a 1v1, and will get the shutdown. It's 3v2 on the map, I believe. No, as Shadow now re-arrives on the scene.
It's an absolute brawl. It's a bar fight. We've got some broken legs and some black eyes across the board. Angel's down, and the Aphelios with all of their long-range bursty ultimates and
fighting tooth and nail, but they are losing those fights tooth and nail. ZDZ, he's gone real deep on this one. Invincible just gonna stack Mega Gnar off of it. In fact, not even gonna get any Mega Gnar, just gonna get a kill instead. But it bought space for the Dragon to be taken by AL. We'll get that increased gold, remember, it's like 600 not gold. for that tower. Plus, will it work? Will he find his opportunity? His 7th game of LPL, and he wants to make the plays onto Voting. It works, the cleanse comes on through. Cyclone is there, Voting on the backline, saved by Droll. But now Xiaohao turns golden. Invincible arrives on the scene, Shadow down, both junglers down. Is now Droll tanking up, but Invincible's mega, and he finds 4 with his ultimate. Angel in the fray as well, but Voting can't get close to do damage. He's been abandoned. Invincible can't live up to his name.
And it's another...
The minions took a tower in the top lane there and are looking towards it. Inhib as hard as had to go and answer that fact. You can see the tower, incredible though, is Invincible. Is just trying to ignore the Scion and go for the tower. Will be able to do so. So tower, take it down. He'll walk away.
It is that balancing act between top side of the map where you're trying to poke out, get control of that mid wave yourselves if you can, and then also buy space.
Not even contestable anymore.
He's literally just there. It's like, I'm housekeeping. Did you leave a sign on the door? Well, he's there again, trying to go into 1v2 now.
Yeah, hops over the head of ZDZ. Xiaohao will jump on in as well. Invincible about to turn Mega. He needs to turn Mega, and he does! Jumps away, whiffs the ultimate, finds a stun. Droll with a knock-up onto Xiaohao. Can they turn it into a fight win? NIP 4v5 at this point. As Harder behind enemy lines, gets onto Angel. The Pop Blossom on 3. This is the moment for AL if they can find Voting. But he's still going strong for now. ZDZ onto that back line. 3v2 Shadow, and Votic still pushing forwards as the recall from Angel has TP available, and he wants to rejoin the fight. He's TPing behind enemy lines. It's no longer Harder on the flank. Angel's found his way into the fray once more. ZDZ, he started the fight with an ult, and he'll end the fight with an ult as he leaves his jungler to die.
We've talked about Angel, okay, first game, NIP. They have to brawl for it, but they're going to walk away with the first game.
Yeah, brawl is definitely the key word for this one. 30 kills in a 35-minute game. It was a quiet early game, but once we got to 20 minutes, nothing but team fight. ZDZ surviving for now. Baron being used on the super minions. Can they actually end the game? Votic is here with the turret as well. Like you say, iBoy coming back up, 1 turret down. Should be 2 as well. They need to finish this Nexus off, but AL are moving on in. Invincible about to turn Mega. Zora's going to go down before the fight once again. As ZDZ tries to charge in. Harder's down though, and that'll be that. iBoy flashing onto the fountain as NIP take game number 1.
Well, slow early game made up for by a pretty explosive.
Carry top laner, that would be exciting to see. Try and punish the Gnar from Invincible.
Yeah, if that was locked in, I'd have to very quickly look up a lot of those builds being put around, because Gangplank has always been a very versatile champion with it, and it is locked in. Now, not gonna lie, folks, I have not...
Oh yeah. We'll see how he does. Votic, though, in the meantime, being dived alongside Droll. Great little knockback from Droll, and Zora misses the knock-up. It's a disaster from AL. And Votic now chasing down iBoy. Gravitum is there. iBoy low on HP, doesn't find the route himself. And Votic double Gravitum in. That's a heal come out from iBoy, forced to flash as well. Zora now next target, and here comes Shadow. iBoy no sums, gets splashed on Zora over the wall, Xiaohao over the wall. Every summoner under the sun pop.
From an even state in the game, having them ahead, having themselves a couple of assists, that's going to be even worse to play against. Invincible has 6 here, could potentially ult.
Possible, going for ZDZ, forced to flash away here, and still just being absolutely beaten down by Invincible. But ZDZ not running. Why are you running into the wall?
I don't know. There are some things it's better off not knowing. Angel gets involved on the bot side of the map as well. Picks up the Dark Steel. Okay, so ZDZ, I think he's at a point where he doesn't know what's happening with the wave and he wants to shove that in. I think that's a very difficult point. I think if he manages to get a barrel onto the back minions, even then he doesn't kill them. It's just a bit of a mystery, and he's getting caught out again. ZDZ, buddy, what's happening?
Yeah, ZDZ is having a bit of an apple crumble this game. Oh, the slow doesn't land. Shadow, Invincible gets himself second kill. Yeah.
Onto the map, so has to kind of sit back in lane. Means that they're not available for something. Angel.
Ooh, that's a great charm. Harder's underneath the tower. Tib is on cooldown here as Ignite comes down. Angel still has 1 more proc. Orb of Deception out. And flashes for it. Harder taken down as Angel finds himself a solo kill. Tibbers is real angry. Focus from Shadow. on setting this bottom lane up, getting Photic ahead, despite the pressure that Xiaohao and Harder have tried to put on that bottom lane. Invincible might be caught out on the top side. Flash for the stun. The Tibbers is there. Invincible going the wrong way on the map as well, and will be taken down. Xiaohao takes the kill. I feel like you could have let ZDZ's ult finish that. How fearless Photic is. You see the Viego mist come out, and most AD carries back away there. Photic is like going between the towers to attack ZDZ, put pressure on, and set up this mid lane tower for takedown. And I feel like my expectations coming into this one was two teams that really need to prove themselves, that are looking towards the bottom end of the table, that maybe not the greatest teams in the league. NIP looking like they're smurfing in this one against anyone's legend. iBoy will be taken down in classic iBoy fashion. And NIP
will maybe give it the kills over for the extra 2 stacks on that Medrise there, but Photic says, no, I need to get myself in that kill column as well. 1-0 and 2 on the Aphelios. The other 2 assists coming from Harder on this, and he can get something working.
And the W denies the engage from Xiaohao. There's the follow for the rest of the team! Where did Xiaohao go? What a combo from NIP. Beautiful.
Better angle. Can he get here in time?
Baron on 3k, flashes in. Tibbers doesn't really do much, and Harder pretty much just dies in the Baron pit. Photic getting the kill as Droll was tanking Baron for a bit there. Angel wants a little bit more onto Zora, but is all on cooldown at this point. Zora will be able to get out with his life, I think. The flash charm at iBoy, but Featherstorm, good reactions there. But ZDZ will have to be the sacrificial lamb here, or will he? Trying to escape, but will not be able to get anywhere. And Angel
sees him.
He doesn't want to let them recall here.
Trying to disengage that Baron. Doesn't stop it going down at the end of the day, though, and they lose some members on the retreat.
You can see... Oh. iBoy's died in the live version of the game here as the charm goes wide. Positive for NIP, like... I feel like Shadow being with the team as the kind of the front line for this squad maybe would be more valuable. But I guess when you're this strong, you got Baron.
Angle here.
Doesn't really
actually
matter.
Coming up behind them.
Wait
guys, you know Zora's here, right? He's ulting.
Here we go, onto Photic, but he cleanses and he flashes and he just kills Zora instead!
Oh, no.
He just one-shots the guy, and it's a great little gnaw from Invincible as well. ZDZ next to fall. I was excited for the Gangplank pick, but it has been disastrous this game.
I think Invincible was excited for that one too. Really, really wrecking that lane.
Yeah, This was nothing like game number 1. This was brutal. This was, I don't know, AL going to be going back to the drawing board off of this one and wondering what went wrong, to be honest. But NIP looked fantastic. This early game was absolutely beautiful from them, punishing every single misstep. And the snowball was quick and decisive, right? Didn't give them a moment to breathe.
Really want to hone in on that as well, because part of that snowball came from, once again, on Angel. That Ahri was back.